A lot of work ahead of us over the coming days as a result of the decision of the party room that's been made today. So I'll make some remarks about the outcome of the decision and the party room vote, make some remarks about Queensland. I'll take a few short questions and then you'll have to excuse us because we do have a lot of work to do. I'll just set that out for you. Can I say what a tremendous honour it is to have been supported by the party room to be the leader of the LNP here in Queensland. I'm very grateful to my colleagues for the trust that they've shown in me, but I particularly want to say thank you to Lawrence Springborg and to John-Paul Langbroek for their work over the last 14 months in opposition. As I said when I issued my statement yesterday, my decision to nominate for the leadership was in no way a reflection on the efforts of Lawrence over the last 14 months, and that applies equally to John-Paul. They came together at a time when the party was upset after the result of the election win and have done a sterling job. Lawrence has also been instrumental in the formation of the LNP, as you all know, and a stalwart of the Conservative side of politics here in Queensland. So I do want to thank him, as I did in the party room, for his tremendous efforts for the people of the state of Queensland. Now, this hasn't been about Tim Nicholls and Deb Frecklington. This is about taking the fight up to a frozen at the wheel, incompetent Labor government. People used to go to work without worrying about what their state government was doing to them. But now people are coming up to me as I travel the length and breadth of the state, and they're going to their coffee shops, they're shopping in the shopping centres, they're taking their kids to school or to sporting events, and they're concerned about what's not happening in Queensland. And they look at New South Wales and they look at Victoria and they see what is happening there. And of course, they ask why. And the reason is that we have a frozen at the wheel Palaszczuk Labor government. A government more interested in looking after its union mates than it is about the people of Queensland. And that has to change. Our responsibility as the new leaders of the LNP opposition in Queensland is to take that fight up to the Labor Party, to point out their failures and to ensure that Queenslanders, the length and breadth of this great state, have all the opportunities that they deserve. The better jobs, the better businesses, the better lives that they all expect. We bring together a mix of energy and experience. I, of course, have had experience as a Treasurer of the state. I'm energetic and enthusiastic. I've travelled the length and breadth of this state. And Deb brings, of course, with her the values of rural and regional Queensland. As a farmer herself, as a small business operator, and of course her experience as an elected representative. So we believe we bring together all the best in Queensland that can be brought together to make sure that the representation from the LNP covers this entire great state. I'll be looking forward to working with my colleagues over the next few days. I gave a commitment in the party room that I would be speaking to my colleagues, would be consulting them, and that we would be keeping them informed of the actions we intend to take. In summary, it is a tremendous honour to be the leader of the LNP here in Queensland. It's a tremendous honour to be joined with Deb, who is the first elected female Deputy Opposition Leader of the LNP and the first elected woman in a leadership position. So we are creating some history here. We bring together what we believe are the strengths of the city and the country, and we're determined to do the very best for all Queensland. I'd ask Deb to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Tim, and can I congratulate Tim Nicholls on his elevation to leader of the LNP here in Queensland. And first of all, I just wanted to thank my colleagues very much for putting their faith in me. But most importantly, I really wanted to pay my respects and gratitude to Lawrence Springborg and John-Paul Langbroek for the work that they have done and the support that they have given me over many years in their respective roles. This is an extremely exciting time for me because I am very proud to be representing rural and regional Queensland, and that is something that I am extremely passionate about. So I look forward to working with Tim Nicholls as the new leader of the LNP here in Queensland, and that's probably all I'd like to say, Tim. Thanks.
Okay. Even though only 1 in 3 people in the party room find you their first choice leader?
Well, Steve, we had a good discussion about this in the party room, and today was the opportunity for us to address issues that had been simmering for some time. They've been clearly addressed, and the resolution and the resolve of the party room was now, having made that decision, that we come together as a team and take the fight up to the Labor Party. We're taking the fight up to a Labor Party, of course, that has lost members in the last 12 months. The member for Cairns has resigned, the member for Gordon, the member for Cook, Billy Gordon, has had to resign. Joanne Miller has been sacked and then resigned. If there is division anywhere in Queensland, there is division in the ALP government.
What were those issues which needed to be resolved?
Well, obviously there had been speculation running for the past week about the position of leadership. The best way to resolve that, and I commend Lawrence for doing this, is to bring the matter to a head today. He's done that. We have had a party room vote. We have a decision. The resolve of the party room now is to step forward and take the fight up for Queenslanders. Because this isn't about the LNP.
Why do you think Lawrence Springborg wants the support of the party room?
Well, look, I don't want to go into those sorts of discussions. I don't know the reasons for them. What I do want to be able to say, though, is that the resolve of the LNP Parliamentary Party now is to take up the fight for Queensland so that we can get the investment in the job-creating infrastructure so that we can deliver the services and we can provide jobs for the future that Queenslanders want. That is our aim and our resolve, and we are determined to do that as a unified team.
What do you say? Yes or no? Never ever?
Well, look, I dealt with that matter yesterday. We took a program to the people of Queensland at the last election. They rejected it. We've accepted that position. We don't intend to change from it.
There's no money in the bank, and you've got a state that's got huge debt levels. You've also invoked the idea of New South Wales doing very well. They privatised. They've got money in the bank. How are you going to fix these issues? How are you going to address the debt, the lack of money for infrastructure?
Well, look, what we'll be doing over the coming days and weeks is putting together the team that we need to take the fight up to the Labor Party. We'll be holding the Labor Party to account. It's the Labor Party who made the promises that they could deliver without following our plan. They've now got a mandate to do that. They now need to demonstrate how they're doing that, because at the moment there isn't money for Cross River Rail. At the moment there isn't money for the upgrade of the Sunshine Coast Railway. There isn't money that needs to go into the regions, and they are paying the price for it. So our job is to keep the Labor Party accountable for the promises that they made, and in the meantime we'll be developing our policies over the next coming months.
Huge changes to your front bench?
Oh, look, I'll be speaking to my colleagues. I gave a commitment to the party room about consulting with my colleagues. I'll be doing that over the next couple of days to find out what their areas of interest are, where they see themselves in the LNP, all with a focus to delivering better results for Queenslanders.
Have you spoken to Lawrence Springborg?
Excuse me, hang on, one at a time. Sorry, George.
Would you like to see John-Paul Langbroek and Lawrence Springborg in the front bench?
Look, both JP and Lawrence have a lot to contribute. They have made enormous contributions, and I'll be speaking to them about the roles that they see themselves in the future.
Ms. Frecklington, are you nervous about your new position?
Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not, Patrick. I'm looking forward to taking up the fight to this Labor government.
What's your priority as deputy?
Oh, look, obviously it's no secret. Whenever you've heard me speak in the Parliament, my priority is all about rural and regional Queensland. So I think we've got that great mix here. I'm really looking forward to just getting in and getting to work.
Steve Caddis and Rob Pine have expressed concern this morning. Do you think you can reach out to them and build that bridge back up?
Look, I'm always happy to talk to any of my parliamentary colleagues that sit in this chamber up there, and I'll certainly be looking forward to continuing any conversations I've had with them in the past.
Did you vote for Lawrence Springborg yourself?
Look, I think it's well known that the party room votes are a secret.
What do you want the people to know?
I'll take it. Yeah. Right.
What do you want the people to know about you?
Look, without a doubt that I'm, really enjoy my job as the member for Nanango, but also that I'm very proud to support rural and regional Queensland. This is a ginormous state. There's a lot to do, and we really just need to get rid of this Labor government so we can get everyone back to work.
Queensland doesn't know you very well.
Read the paper.
Well, you could read the paper. That was a very good quote.
Look,
Patrick.
Patrick, we're very happy to do a number of things. We'll be around for a little while, but at the moment we've got a lot of work to cover off on.
Wheat and sorghum.
Sure.
Yeah, fair enough. Patrick, I grew up on a beef cattle place. My husband and I farmed wheat and sorghum and basically summer crops, chickpeas, mung beans. I can continue and let you know a bit more about farming, Patrick, later. Thanks.
Righto, folks. Thank you very much. Look forward to it. Thank you.
There you go. We got a full agricultural history of Deb Frecklington, the deputy leader now of the LNP in Queensland, standing there with Tim Nicholls, who has ousted Lawrence Springborg. Some people call that the Canberra disease, the tendency of modern political parties to change leaders mid-term, and that is what's happened with the LNP in Queensland. It will probably also bring some relief to their federal colleagues who, of course, are about to go to the polls and start heavy campaigning in the state of Queensland, never aided by upheaval and disruption at the state level. So they've tried to get their house in order, the LNP, on this day, which does coincide with events politically here in Canberra.